Today we're continuing our World War II series. Now remember, we've ditched the century part of our date, but surely you can remember that World War II happened in the 1900s, right? Well, I hope so, because we're just going to do the month and the year. So today's date is April 1940, or 440, the invasion of Norway. At the beginning of the war, it didn't seem like any part of Scandinavia would become part of the conflict, but it was the British Admiralty who actually considered it first. Germany was heavily reliant on iron ore from Sweden, which was shipped through Norway and then down to Germany. And since Britain wanted to avoid a World War I conflict on the continent, they attempted a blockade strategy. Churchill, who was at this time a member of Neville Chamberlain's war cabinet, proposed mining Norwegian waters in what was called Operation Wilfred. Later, after Hitler had a meeting with Vidkun Quisling, who would go on to become the puppet leader of Norway after the invasion, the German leader wanted to avoid Britain having any control over Norway whatsoever and started planning an invasion. After the British destroyer HMS Cossack boarded a German transport ship named the Altmark, Hitler had his excuse to invade. He invaded Denmark on the 9th of April and Norway at the same time in what was called Operation Weresambung. The Royal Navy assisted Norwegians at Narvik, a crucial port in the north. However, the Germans eventually won over the southern Norwegian forces, and due to the Battle of France, the British pulled out of Norway completely. King Haakon left on the HMS Devonshire to form a government in exile in Britain. The traitor Quisling would run a puppet government until the end of the war, while Norwegian resistance movements would struggle against the occupation for the next 5 years. The conflict lasted until June 1940. To remember this date, let's take Norway and the sea around it. A British ship sails around the sea, and as it goes, sailors throw out sea mines.
Sea mine? Sea mine!
A German ship enters the minefield that spells out the dates and sets it off. The explosion also reveals the dates. However, the German ships keep coming and ultimately take over the sea and the country as a whole. April 1940, or 440, the invasion of Norway by Germany. Thanks for watching.